So, okay, first things first, something I want to show you in this matchup,
Yeah.
it's super, super important, is when you throw turnips, right?
hmm
Throwing grounded turnips is super good in this matchup, right? For like a bunch of reasons. I'm sure you do that.
hmm
But do you know your turnip lengths?
Yeah. A versus like right on C stick.
Yeah. Do you know the throw that can hit Marth here?
What throw are you doing right now?
This is C stick. But if you turn your back and you C
Uh-huh.
stick, it goes further. So
Oh, interesting.
sometimes you in this matchup, a lot of times you want to turn around before you throw your turnip, and it'll go further. Because if you don't throw, turn, it won't hit. So this can just like cover his dash back like even better. It just goes like crazy far. And this is gonna be the main thing that we're working on. This is gonna be the main mix-up we want to play, is to just play super grounded. Because
hmm
I assume if you're getting hit by Nair, you're like jumping.
Yeah.
But you want to play
Trying
this
to
matchup
nair.
super grounded so that you can shield. Because Marth doesn't really hit you that hard off of grab, right? And his big openings are going to be his nair, his fair, hitting you out of the air basically, right? So you just want to stay super grounded, throw turnips, play grounded turnip stuff. And that's going to be the main game plan going into it, alright? So now let's watch the set with that knowledge in hand.
Yeah.
So immediately, when you have space to grab a turnip for Marth, you do it.
hmm
That's the TLDR.
Yeah.
You want to have a turnip in your hand every time. So the game starts and he can't immediately hit you. That's a turnip. If you're playing neutral game and you don't have a turnip, you're losing. Especially at like longer ranges. So every time you throw a turnip, there's like a basic little mix-up, right? It's either gonna hit him, it's gonna not hit him, he's gonna like jump or something, or he's gonna shield it. Those are the three things he can kind of do, right? So here he shields it, and he holds shield. So hypothetically, you could have nared at him, right? We're just trying to keep that in mind. Doing nothing and pulling another turnip is also great, but just keep it in mind what you can do proactively off of these turnips, right? This is all great. Throwing turnips is broken. So dash attack just misses. It is what it is. Shouldn't have dash attacked here, but that's alright. Immediately acting out is good. And you would have got a big opening here. Because if you play close to Marth grounded, it's really hard for him to beat you shielding or CCing. Both of those things are amazing versus Marth as Beach. Like your F smashes your shield. Do you know how to punish F smash on shield?
Uh, is just nair out of shield.
You can nair it. You can also do wave dash
Or
forward down smash.
yeah.
If
I
you
just
wanted,
buffer rolled down smash.
you could even try to do something like float cancel up air, float cancel nair into like you could even try to do up air nair nair nair. It might like work. It's not like a true combo, but those are like big openings, right? And see, like when he doesn't get like true combos and he has to like tech chase and stuff, Marth falls apart kind of. Because he could tech chase this and grab you, but even then, he doesn't get that big of a combo off of grabbing you. So he really wants to like hit you with like aerials and combo you in the air. So like here, this is what it is. You got hit off stage, but if you can like air dodge on the stage, either you're gonna get hit, or even try to like air dodge through him. If you air dodge through him here, it actually would have worked, and you probably would have down smashed him. But even if you air dodge the stage, getting your jump back is just amazing. Nice. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I think in scrambles, you kind of want to replace some dash attacks with float cancel nair, just because you don't really have that good of a. Sorry. You don't have that good of a punish game off of dash attack in this matchup. Most of your combos are going to be like juggling Marth and just putting him in general disadvantage, and then capitalizing off of your advantage state. You shouldn't dash attack at like longer ranges in this matchup. Like at this range, you should be like, oh, he's far away. I should just pull a turnip.
Yeah.
And just floating and like being in the air like this is generally really bad. It depends on spacing a lot, right? But like your aerials just lose to his. So you have to play on the ground where you can shield them or try to CC them or pull turnips basically, right? This entire matchup is turnips. This is the matchup where you spam turnips 24/7.
Yep.
Like you've seen Derek play this, right? And he just presses
It's
down,
like
B down, B down,
this
B
and
down,
puff, yeah.
Yeah. But probably mostly this. I won't even lie. Like this is like the
Mm-hmm.
one. See, look, that was literally kind of stupid, but like you just completely closed the gap on him, and it made him so uncomfortable. And you could like down smash him here.
Yeah.
Okay. So these aerial turnips are not nearly as good because the reason grounded turnips are so good is because he likes to dash dance, and it just goes so far it'll cover his dash dance. But like this, well, it could have worked if you like ran off. He jumped off, and then you were in the air, so his aerials win. If you play air to air, you're just gonna lose. You have to like capitalize on the holes in Marth, basically. Ooh. So he's on ledge here, and you kind of want to pressure this a little bit more. Or pull turnip. Pulling turnip is basically never bad. Which I guess that's what you do. Okay, sure. I like it. And you throw the turnip and it hits. Beautiful. And like weird scrambles like this, you have to be ready to like counterattack, I feel like. Because like, it seems like you're really scared of getting like comboed. But when you get hit on the ground, or like near the ground, Marth doesn't really have combo starters. Like, what are his combo starters at this percent?
Oh. Yeah, the thing I've been trying to get out of is just like, you know, I get grabbed and then forward throw tech chase, and I'm just trying to like remember to DI down and away instead of like up and in.
That makes sense, yeah. That's good. But at the same time, when you're on the ground and he fares you like this, usually it's time to like fight.
Dash tech.
Yeah, like you dash attack this. Yeah, probably just dash attack. But yeah, like that. Like you called out his forward movement with a hitbox, which I think is great. Because Marth can't like move forward and like protect himself the way that like Spaceys can, if that makes sense. Like he can't do a drill at you. This is just gonna like cover a lot of stuff. Let's look at this again. Nice. Tech chase. Oh, that's unfortunate. If you got strong near here, he wouldn't have been able to ASDI down on it.
Oh, is that what he did?
Yeah, so you got weak nair, so he could ASDI down. But strong nair would have like sent him off stage here. So do you know how to like, it's kind of advanced, you don't need to do this, but do you know how to slapdash?
No, I don't.
Basically just like, you should just be returning to the ground here. You could slapdash, but that's like some weird tech. You can just like air dodge to the ground. But jumping at Marth is bad, because if you're in the, it's kind of like Falcon. Like, you know how if you jump versus Falcon, you just get up aired?
Yeah.
It's not quite to the same extent as that, but it's basically the same thing. You're in the air, he has a sword. You can't shield. Every time you're in the air, you can't shield. And it sounds really simple, but it's such a big deal. Nice. So, okay, I'll be real. Edge guarding Marth is really hard as Peach. You can do it, but don't overextend, because it's so easy to get reversal.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, every time you're like on top of Marth in like a scramble like this, and you think he's gonna shield, if you're point blank, your down smash will just shield poke, which is amazing in this matchup. Because he has to win scrambles where he can't even really shield. It's like really hard for him. And when he's up in the air like this, I think chasing him is not great. I think what you do is what Derek would do here is he'd probably just sit underneath the side platform and just pull more turnips. And like, just throw them. Not necessarily even throw them at Marth, just like throw them. And because if you get a stitch also, it's amazing in this matchup. Same thing here. When you get hit in these like small situations, you should just be landing back on the ground. Because jumping at Marth is really bad. Try to be a little bit more reactive in these sort of spots, because if you landed from this up B... Wait, why is it frozen? Fuck. Alright, let's make sure we open it.
Yeah, it seems like I should be trying to reset
Yeah.
whenever I'm like kind of airborne or hit in the air.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the air really at all. Nice. There's no real reason to jump here. If you want to take out any like unnecessary movement in your game, perfect. So when he comes down like this, also you could have like hypothetically like shielded this fair and done like a Nair to shield, right? And that would have killed him probably. But when you land from this, up B, you could have done like a full hop Nair, and it probably would have like clipped him and killed him. But I feel like you were kind of just like panicking a little bit. So when you hit the ground, you just like press your fastest move, which would be down smash. I guess it was kind of a hard reaction, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. This is a weird scramble.
Yeah, I did a weird air dodge.
It's alright. But just try to play really grounded. Like, I like what you're doing right now. Like, he's on the platform, and you're just running around on the ground. Because Marth's kind of bad at coming down off platforms. Like, what's he gonna do? Come down and downer you? It's, like, really hard for him to aim that, like, accurately. And if he misses it, it's super easy for him to die for it. Pull a turnout. Oh, don't need to, I guess.
One thing that I fear about pulling a turnip in like the kind of mid-range-ish neutral is just like getting dash attacked.
Yeah, but you also just play the mix-up of not pulling a turnip, and then he's gonna come in
And
with
then
dash
like
attack.
back air.
And like, yeah, I would recommend Nair at this percent, because if he's just running at you and dash attacking, it's gonna lose to any sort of hitbox you throw out, and Nair is gonna be stronger at this percent.
Yeah.
Nice. When you scrap with Marth, you generally just sort of win. Because you're like, just a little bit more solid, if that makes sense. Good edge guard. Nice. Nice, and you get to go to the ground. Perfect. Like, being on the top plat's not bad here because he's invincible, so you need to sort of deal with his invincibility, but you don't really want to be up there, so you just immediately drop back down and crouch. This is great. If he did a second fair there, he would have got down smashed. That roll is great too. I like that. Putting yourself in like an awkward situation with Marth like this, where he's in disadvantage, is great. It's so easy for him to like die for doing something stupid here. He like barely escaped this. Like I think if you down smash faster, it would have hit him.
Was my is the back air too high on shield?
I mean, it was pretty high, but you also kind of had to do it high because of the situation you were in. You just spent a lot of time in crouch instead of
oh yeah.
Because it's shield poked, right? So you had to do it high. You're actionable on this frame, so it could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down smash is already out if you did it perfectly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and he's also down smash. He rolls here. I'm just not seeing enough turnips, truthfully. You're kind of fighting Marth with like your normals, and his normals are just better. He's faster. He has more range than you. He has fast hitboxes. Like, you just can't really win without turnips. Like, genuinely. You just can't. This should be a Nair to shield. When he, like a float Nair to shield. When he dares your shield like that, it's like very unsafe, but it's almost always going to be spaced. So you have to like do a little bit longer range move at a shield, if that makes sense. Like float.
Yeah.
Also, just trying to like keep your resources can be really important, because I feel like a lot of times you're getting hit, you're losing like all your resources immediately.
Like double jump or
like double jump and float.
Yeah.
It's fine, yeah. That'll happen. If you can, like in situations like this, it's hard for Marth to like push all the way into the corner because he's scared of you pressing a button, right? So like if you're all the way back here, you could like pull a turnip, and it sounds crazy, but the risk reward for him to like punish it is really hard. Because if you wanted to do like a run up F smash here, think about what he's risking if you like down smash instead. He's risking a lot. So like pulling a turnip here can actually be really safe. And then once you have it, you can like fight your way to the corner by like throwing a turnip and then like playing the mix up. Does it hit him? Does he get shielded or does he dodge it, right? And if he jumps, you might be able to just run out of the corner. And if he shields it, you could play like a mix up of is he gonna wave dash in after? Right? Like do you understand the basic like turnip on shield mix up?
Yeah, so it can either hit him, shield it, or not hit him.
Yeah. But when he shields it, the super important mix up is what's he going to do out of shield, right? Is he going to wave dash in and try to hit you? Because that's a pretty common one, right? Because if you throw a turnip and then pull another turnip, like let me say it. If you throw a turnip and it hits the shield, and then you pull another turnip, and he does wave dash in and he F smashes you, it's going to hit, right? So if he's reading that, he's going to wave dash in. But if you throw a turnip and he wave dashes in and you like down smash, or if you like ground float in air, he just wave dashes into you, you know? And he can't do anything about that. So that's like a super important mix up in this matchup. And also if he like, imagine this is a turnip, right? My cursor. It like hits his shield and then it bounces up like this. And it's still active.
Yeah.
So if he wave dashes in and gets hit by your nair right here, he'll bounce into the turnip and you can nair him again. It's really consistent and it'll do like hella damage. So like this mix up sucks for him, right? So he doesn't want to wave dash in because that situation is so bad. But at the same time, if he doesn't wave dash in, he has no way of like contesting you pulling another turnip. So it can get really easy to like play this mix up. This mix up is really good for Peach. It's like how she plays neutral in this game or in this matchup. So Marth's like other option would be to like wave dash back or to like full hop, right? And all those things are just like not that good. And it kind of like makes him retreat and gets you more space. And eventually you have enough space to fight Marth at point blank, right? Because anything at like mid range is really hard because he's a sword. But at mid range you want to have a turnip, and then at point blank you want to fucking down smash him or like nair him or like use your like good scrapping abilities, you know?
Yeah.
Because the thing is like also like shield. Shield's amazing in this matchup because Marth struggles to kill you. He really needs like a down air or like a tipper, or he can't really kill very well, right? Or like literally a fair like 160. So yeah, that's gonna be like the base game plan. So like you should just basically be pulling turnips like all the time, because without a turnip you really just are not allowed to play the game. And like say you attack out of the corner and he can just like dash back really easily. I'm gonna be a big proponent of pulling turnips in the corner, because even if he hypothetically F smashed you here, you would just go back to the ledge, right? Like it doesn't even really matter. But if you get a turnip here, you can like fight your way out and build percent. Because a certain percent, I don't know what it is. It might be like around 80, maybe like around 100, I don't know. But turnips will start knocking Marth over. And then it becomes really hard for him to deal with it. He basically loses the option of getting hit by the turnip on purpose and like dealing with it that way. And he kind of has to start like avoiding them, because at that percent, if he wave dashes in and gets nared, he's gonna die. So building percent against Marth is amazing. Every time you hit him with like a random turnip, it's actually a very big win. Because turnips also don't stale. So like every turnip just hits like a truck.
Oh, they don't stale?
No, they don't stale because they're like items. Perfect. Nice. And then...
Yeah, it's too slow.
What could you have done here? Let's see. So if this was like a normal character, you could do Marth Killer here. I think even... Okay, Peach could actually do Marth Killer. It's just kind of hard. So hypothetically how you'd Marth Killer here is you have to roll like all the way to the ledge. Like you didn't roll that that like onto it.
Yeah.
So I would run even further than you did. I'd roll probably like here, just to make sure I'm on the final pixel of the stage. And then you hold Z, right, to get the max light shield. Hold left, and then right when it hits your shield, you slide off the stage, you have to fast fall. That's like the only thing Peach has to do different, is you have to fast fall the ledge after you Marth Killer with Peach, because she falls slow. But you can do it. So Marth Killer would be great here. Something else you could have done. Do you know how to subfloat?
I never really learned the difference between.
You really don't
like
have
there's
to
like
do it.
subfloat, hyperfloat. I don't.
Yeah, don't really worry about it. What you did was not that bad. You could have also tried to like get a turnip to like clip him, but I honestly think Marth killer might be the only way to actually get this properly. You could have landed on the ground in a faster way as well after the trade.
Yeah. Yep.
You could have done a slapdash. I'll kind of explain what that is because I don't know. I think it's useful. You know how when when Peach starts her jump, she goes down for like a frame.
Okay.
So if you press jump and then fair the next frame and you fast fall, you'll auto cancel the fair and use the downward momentum to land quicker.
Okay.
So basically, it just lets you land on the ground faster in these sort of situations, and you don't have to enter landing lag because it'll auto cancel. So it'll only be 4 frames of landing lag. I can show you how to do that in like Uncle Punch after we do this VOD. And then hypothetically, if you want to do like a hyper float, what you could have done is you could have ran over here instead of rolling. You could have done a hyper float, and then like right after his up B hitbox comes out, like right around here.
Air drop. Fast fall.
Not even fast fall, but just like you hyper float right here, facing toward the left, and then you'd like fair him after like right now where there's no hitbox and he's just like up there. I don't know if you have to hype or sub float it, but going lower like usually helps hit lower with your fair.
Yeah.
And like once again, here's you like getting caught in the air, and then you try to fight out of the air, which I don't really like because like Peach just kind of loses. That would be a really easy dash and scrap. I don't know why this Marth didn't do it. That was amazing. You do waveland on stage, and then he literally just hits you with something that's pointless, and he dies. So the turnip down throw thing, I don't know if this actually matters. I don't really play enough Peach, but I think you generally want to do it facing toward the right, because she like, how do I explain this? She throws it on like the left side of her. Like see how she throws it on like the left side of her body?
Okay.
It's a little bit easier to like throw it at him if you turn around before you do this jump. Like if you were facing toward the right, it'd be easy to like drift over here and just like throw it down and hit him. You know?
Is it always like facing out away from the stage, or always facing right?
It's always just she's gonna throw the turnip in front of her. So like if you're facing toward the right here, facing toward Marth, it'll be easier to throw it at him.
Okay.
Because if you wanted to throw this at him, you'd have to be like over here, you know, to like throw it down and hit him. Whereas if you're facing to the right, you'd have to be like here. That would be a lot easier. Also, like the point of this turnip is to like hit Marth, right? So like, if it's gonna miss, you don't even necessarily like I don't know. But yeah, down throw is really good. Turn down throw to set up that it's great. It's good. When you're all the way up here, even though you're in the air, it's actually pretty good because Marth has to commit to his double jump to hit you, and that's like a big commitment. And if you win a mix-up off of that, you can like get a lot. So going up here is now actually bad. I think it's actually fine. Nice. This is great. Double jabs on shield are not great. I'll be honest. I think jab.
It's a bad habit.
Yeah, I think it's not great because you could have down smashed here, and it would have fucked him. You could have even done like another aerial, because like what's he gonna do after this? He's probably just gonna hold shield or roll, right? Those are like kind of the two things that Marths tend to do. So honestly, I probably would have gone for like a roll read, but there's a lot of things you could do here. Nice. Don't chase Marth, because he's faster. So if you chase him, he's just gonna escape and he's gonna hit you. Like what happens here is you kind of chase and he just gets you. Nice. You always sort of attack out of the corner, which it can be a great mix-up, but I want you to start using turnip more in the corner versus Marth, because even if you didn't punish this F smash because you pulled a turnip, the F smash still would have missed, right? Because he has to commit to attack you all the way in the corner, right? Like this F smash is pretty safe for him to do, but if he was even a little bit closer, it becomes scary for him to do. So they're often going to do this F smash. It sounds crazy because the spacing looks so fucking intimidating, but I promise you're pretty safe in the corner. So if you pull turnips here, you can like escape out of the corner easier than like risking it all. This isn't a risk at all. This was a punish, but in general, you've been attacking out of the corner. And if you have it as a mix-up, it becomes even better. So every time Marth drops through the platform, imagine if you did like a full hop nair here, right? Imagine this is a full hop nair. Or I guess not this one. Imagine this is a full hop nair afterward. Look how far he's falling before his hitbox is out. Like right now, the dare doesn't even have a hitbox yet. I don't think this frame has a hitbox. Like he falls so far before he's defending himself. He basically just like dropped through the platform, and if you naired him, he would have died. He's such a high percent. He's probably holding down to like fast fall. Perfect. Nair to shield is the answer against down air. It's just higher reward than grab. Like, would you rather have a nair at 98 or a grab here? Like, you want the nair.
Yeah.
And the nair is also more consistent because generally when Marth players down air your shield, it's going to be spaced. Like, generally they'll drift a little bit better at higher levels, and this you won't be able to shield grab down air. You'll have to do nair to shield. I don't really like the up throw thing. I guess it worked there, but
that was me remembering that down throw earlier didn't really work, so I tried the.
Yeah, I mean it can be all right. Like there is definitely probably spots for it, but if you did after this back throw, you could have reacted to this, I bet, and done like double jump down throw, or like I don't know, something like that. Something else you can do. It's kind of tricky, but if you like, you kind of like mess up the edge guard just because you didn't like do anything after the turnip hit.
Yeah. Like
you could have tried to set up Marth Killer, or you could have done something like that. But what you can do, it's kind of frame tight, is you would dash dance around here, and then like, okay, I guess it'd be on the second up B. But like, you dash dance around here, because this hitbox just wins. You can't really fuck with this, right? If you tried to dash attack, it would just beat your dash attack. But if you waited until it wasn't out anymore, there's a few frames before Marth actually grabs ledge. Like if you dodged it and then you like dash attacked like right now, it would actually hit him, you know? Like that was actually a lot of frames if you saw. Where he didn't really have a hitbox covering himself. Just if you fight the initial up B, you will lose. But if you whiff punish his up B, right? Like right now, as of right now, there's no hitbox covering him and he's just sitting here until he grabs ledge, because he can't immediately grab ledge. So like he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He grabs ledge on like frame 12. So there's 12 frames where you could like hit him hypothetically after his up B. It's just hard to get into that spot because the hitbox before kind of covers it. So in those 12 frames you have to go from like here to like here, but you can make it happen sometimes. And also like the risk reward on missing it is not bad. Like you got hit by the up B and it did nothing. Wow. But like, yeah, just using your survivability. Like in this game, you honestly played, I think, pretty well. I think the biggest thing was you needed more turnips, like way more. Because like in the first 1 second, this is like the only time you even played a turnip on shield mix-up, was right here. And what happened is he full hopped out of shield. He like grabbed your turnip. Him grabbing your turnip means nothing, by the way, because his throw is so bad.
It's bad.
You just don't even really think about it. So like he basically, you can treat this as he shielded a turnip and he full hopped out of shield. Meaning, like, hypothetically, you could have ran over and full hop naired. Hypothetically. And it would have hit him. Right?
Did I get a whole lot of that off at 0%?
Not really, but it starts a scrap. And scraps are generally very good for Peach.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you have another VOD? Preferably on, like, a wider stage, like FD, Dreamland?
Yeah, let me see.
Because I would like to see more, like, grounded neutral game.
There we go. Another question I do have is in the Fox matchup, the fast fall to ledge while being wave shined. I'm just curious because I feel like I'm struggling to actually get to do that.
Yeah, we can go over that as well because that's super important.
Okay. Yeah.
It won't take too long. We'll do that after.
Okay.
Alright, so FD, literally, without turnips, you can't play. So, we're going to rely on turnips a lot. At these longer spacings, and if you're constantly playing a mix-up at this range, in this matchup of, can I pull a turnip, or is he going to dash attack? And the answer is, if he's going to dash attack, try to hit him. And if he's not, pull a turnip. The risk reward is pretty good for Peach. Because think about the read that Marth has to get. If you guys are just chilling, and he has to know exactly when you're going to press down B. And he has to call it out like preemptively. Because he can't react to you pulling a turnip and then dash attack. He has to kind of be running at you already. And like if he sees you doing it, you can like press A, if that makes sense. So like he dash attacks and it goes unpunished, which is like, let's see, maybe it was hard to punish. Nah, that was a dash attack for sure. Yeah, so like this might be an issue of you not like when you're playing, if you're looking at Peach, it becomes really hard to react to things like this. But if you're looking at your opponent and like you can control your character without really looking at them actively and just using your peripherals, it becomes really easy to react to this. Like if you're watching Marth, you're just like, oh wow, he just like missed a dash attack. It's really easy. But if you're looking at Peach, it's kind of hard because like, where's my cursor? I can't see my cursor, but that's fine. Oh, I found it. It's hard to be like, oh shit, he missed a dash attack. Like it's not as simple as like, oh wow, he just missed a whole dash attack. You kind of just see that it's like, oh, he's here now. Sort of.
Yeah. Again, I'm guilty of that. Yeah.
So like, it sounds really dumb, but the way I practiced that was in Uncle Punch. I just made my character invisible.
Okay.
And I just like got used to like moving around without looking at my character.
Is there like a gecko code for that, or?
And like the new Uncle Punch with like the ledge dash cool stuff, in Training Lab you can just turn on your character invisibility. And it's just like, I don't know.
And by new Uncle Punch, is that the one from like a couple years ago, or is there a newer one?
I think it's the one from a couple years ago. The one with like the crazy display for like ledge dash stuff, and the Training Lab.
Okay.
Yeah. CC down tilt is gonna be not great. I remember you do that here, because down tilt is so slow. You basically just want to down smash. Like you got fair grabbed here, and fair grab is like not true. You could have done CC dash grab, you could have done CC down smash, you could have done maybe even like CC nair. Is float nair faster than down tilt? I think float nair is faster than down tilt. Nice, you get to nair him. It's important to try to get strong nair. Because strong nair at this percent is going to knock down, so you'd get like a way better combo with the strong hit. But that's alright. So when you do
that was me trying to feint like runaway turnip grab and then go for an attack, but I just whiffed.
Yeah, no, this was a great idea.
And
generally,
that grab range is actually.
Well, I think you tried to dash attack here, right? You wanted to dash attack him, which would have worked. But I think when you're doing like runaways like this, because this is amazing in this matchup, you're gonna see Derek do this all the time. But what you'll do is he'll just like immediately out of run, he'll float like nair or float back air in, right? Instead of like go for like a dash attack or whatever you went for.
Yeah, I like to do that in doubles. Like I pretend like I'm going to hit one person to get the other person to start chasing me, and then I just like float cancel back air.
Yeah, it's
behind
really good
me.
In doubles. But yeah, it's also good versus Marth because he has to chase you to make sure you can't get a turnip. Right.
Yeah.
And he gets you here. So DI is super important versus Marth because if you DI out, he basically can't kill you. Like, what are you scared of here? Why'd you hold in on this fair basically? Let's have a look. Was it like F smash? You're scared of getting forward throw F smashed?
I just don't think I didn't think he was gonna be able to hit the fair.
I see.
So I'm trying to get back on stage to do something. And bad recovery.
Just the things you could have done here. You could have Omsa teched this dare. And I think that would have actually been a really good option. You know how to Omsa tech, right?
That's one of those things that I've never actually. I don't actually know exactly how to do it. I just know that I do it sometimes.
Yeah. So the way you would do it is you hold C stick down, and then left, and then down. So like diagonally left down with like analog stick and C stick down, and you just tech before this dare hits you. You could do it left or right or in place. You could do all of those for like any tech you want. But if you do a tech roll here, it's not going to pop you up, right? It's going to send you over here, and you could still punish it. You could go over and he could grab you. But on reaction, all he can do is either grab, up B, or like he could read your tech roll with an F smash. But all those things are not as scary as getting popped up in the air. So I would recommend Omsa teching a down air like this versus Marth with Peach. Like with Fox, for example, it would be maybe different because if I'm the Fox, you're getting down aired by Marth. and I opposite tech, he can grab me on reaction, and I don't like getting grabbed by Marth as Fox, you know?
Yep.
But as Peach, I don't really care that much. It sucks, but it's better than getting popped up in the air. Good DI. When they commit to a crouch, it's like... Oh, whatever. This is actually just a good recovery. No, I think it's good. Nice. You used your resources and you got down. Getting down from spots like this can be the make or break in the matchup sometimes. Like, if you get juggled out of that situation, it's going to just feel really bad. But okay, the biggest takeaway again is it's been 40 seconds, and we've seen like 3 turnips. We probably should have seen like 30 turnips. Like, no joke, it's like that much more. Like, see, look how good this was. You hit him with the turnip, but then you went for this. This is like a really weird option, right? Like, you kind of tried to cook too hard. You need to do basic bread and butter turnip stuff. Like, the turnip hit him, so there's not really a combo at this percent, but you know what happens? He's in lag by getting hit by the turnip. You get to pull another one. You know? Like, doing this is like you're doing too much. Like, even if it hit, you get like the weirdest like maybe combo, as opposed to just like building percent organically, playing bread and butter, playing fundamental melee, you know?
And overextended.
Just really try not to overextend. It's alright if he gets back, genuinely. Playing this matchup as just a percent matchup where he dies eventually to Nair, it's not that bad. Don't ever, like, not don't ever, but try really not to like overextend, because he can actually reversal you so easily. Like, a good Marth will basically always kill you here.
In a session against AP last week, or right before Carnival Clash, I think I got reversaled like twice a game.
Mm-hmm.
Just by overextending, until he finally hit me in the DMs like, stop doing that.
Yeah. So, like, the thing with Marth is, like, you can edgeguard him. Like, Derek's pretty good at it. But, like, if you can't do it and you're wrong, just don't even go for it. Because he will reversal you and it's not worth it. You can win this matchup without edgeguarding at this level. And it's not even that big of a handicap. So this Nair, getting shield grabbed, was just bad tech skill. So you get weak Nair, right? Which is already not that safe. But right when you hit his shield, you need to be fast falling, like, immediately. And then, like, going for shield pressure. Whereas this was, like, just a really sloppy Nair on shield. Because you hit it, and you didn't immediately cancel out of float. You still floated for a few frames. And you didn't fast fall. So you spent a lot of time in the air. So let me do the frame data for this. And see how minus you were. I think that's minus 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'm wrong. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. You're minus a few. I don't fucking know. I can't do math right now. But try to get your, when you hit his shield, try to like be really clean about it.
Yeah.
Because this could have been a huge opening. Like, let me see what could have happened if like you hit a good Nair on shield here. This could have changed your life. You could have gone for even like Nair grab or like Nair down smash here, and like it just changes your whole life. Nice. But keep in mind, this is just a thing I'm noticing. You dash attack to the corner almost every time, and it works a lot. But just start mixing that up with the turnip, and you're going to just see so much more success with both the turnip and the dash attack. They're both just going to start hitting more often if you mix it up. I don't like jump throws with turnips. Like, you just want to keep it so simple. Like, you basically just always want to do a grounded turnip throw, and like most of the time you just want to do the one where you like, turn and throw with the C-stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even hate that. What Derek does in this situation, basically every single time, is in like, where he's in a spot where he can wiggle out and he can like attack, is he'll float and at Marth and he'll Nair. Or he'll float at them and he'll Nair. Kind of like what you did. But you didn't float, you just did double jump, but it's the same thing, and Derek does it all the time. It's pretty good. Because Peach just loves trading. Almost. You shouldn't really be catching your turnips. It's like, sometimes you can do it, but I think you're doing it because it's fun more than like it's good.
Yeah.
Because you can just pull another turnip and just still have this turnip like be active. Or I guess it's not active, but pulling another turnip just like makes your positioning so much better. Like, imagine if you just pulled another turnip and you're still just like on the ground, and you can threaten ground float Nair, you know?
And if I hit my other turn back and build a wall.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's no reason. This jump was really... I really disagree with this jump.
Yeah.
It's like, you're in neutral and you just double jump floated. Like, if he fares you right now, you're in so much trouble.
Yep,
Whereas,
I give
like,
away all my stuff.
Yep, and you're in a spot where you could have pulled the turnip. Like, you had space, he wasn't gonna hit you, and you jumped. Like, he double jumped away. There's no way he can hit you as of right now, right? You're already holding down. You press B button here, you're feeling so good. Look, so that was like a basic mix-up of the matchup. You pulled the turnip and he hit you. You could have shielded this even. You tried to throw the turnip. This was greedy. But like, if you shielded this, it would have been so fine. You can do double jump, throw turnip at a shield to punish the forward tilt. Like, I promise that's what Derek would have done here. If he did this exact turnip throw, after it, he's going to hold shield, because he knows that Marth's coming in, right? If you're seeing this, just know shield is really good. Because even if he grabs you, it doesn't really do anything. Right? Like, getting grabbed here is not that scary. And if this forward tilts your shield, do you know how to double jump, throw turnip at a shield?
Is it complicated? Is it not as simple as just double jump the turnip out of shield?
Oh, I guess you could just press A to throw the turnip at a shield, but I think you want to do double jump so you can use the C stick.
Okay.
Because if you use the C stick, it's like a stronger throw. I think it knocks down earlier. I don't know for sure. We're gonna go in Dunkle Punch after the end of this game. We're gonna figure out all this stuff, like slapdash, subfloat, all that shit. Most of that stuff is not that useful, but the double jump, throw turnip at a shield is actually really important that you understand. Okay, when you miss a dash attack, it's time to hold down, right? Like, you missed this dash attack. If you held down, he hit you with such a bad nair here. This is the fattest down smash I've ever seen. But you didn't hold down, so it popped you up in the air. This is a huge swing. Because you could have hit... This might have done 70%. Like, this actually might have been a fucking juicer down smash. Nice. Don't try to fight out of the air. Like, you really just want to return to grounded neutral. And this is great. Like, this air dodge, you return to grounded neutral, and you immediately attack, which I think is not great. Also, don't be afraid to just do run up, float, nair.
And then, yeah.
Because he doesn't really have things he can throw out that just, like, beat it, if that makes sense. Like, he would have to, like, retreat, sort of, and, like, you just take space with that sort of thing. Whereas, like, if he retreats against your float nair, it's not like he's gonna whiff punish it. It doesn't really have end lag. Whereas, like, if he retreats against dash attack, like, that's not really what happens here, but he can still just, like, grab it. So dash attack is, like, more commit than I feel like you'd want a lot of the time. But once again, like, in the corner, people don't overshoot when they attack into the corner. Like, this doesn't hit you. You could have pulled turnip. And pulling a turnip here would be amazing. Wow. I don't think down smash was, like, optimal here, because he shouldn't have held down. He should have known. But, yeah. You could also have done, like... what I probably would have done here instead of this down smash. Not to say this down smash was bad, because I guess there was maybe some sort of mix-up. But you can try to go for, like, nair, nair, nair. At, like, low percent, Marth, if he's scared to hold down, right? Because of this. So he's not going to hold down. So if you hit him with nair, he's not going to ASTI down. You can, like, nair, nair, nair. Well, he's, like, he gets popped up, like, a little bit. And if you do it fast, it'll just, like, work. And you'll do, like, 30-40%. Like, really quick. And it's also really fun. It's, like, insane dopamine to just, like, nair, 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 Marth at low percent. Nice. Oh, that should be shield grab. But, like, I think the way you handled this defense was actually really nice. Except you should have shield grabbed this, but...
Yeah, that spot dodge was probably, I thought I shield grabbed, but it didn't come out, and then I tried to down throw and just spot dodged.
Yeah. That's alright, that happens. That also kind of happens. But yeah, like, every time you're having turnips like this, it's so good. But you're just not pulling them all the time. Like, see? This time, you did the turnip down throw where you were facing him, and look how, like, well it just worked. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just works so good.
Yeah, because if I did the other one, it's probably just hitting the stage.
Yeah. And, like, genuinely, you can let Marth back if you want. It's really hard to edgeguard him, and, like, this float will literally never work. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, you have to find, like, ways where you could... Even just finding ways where you can, like, execution test him. So what Derek probably would have done here, if we're gonna, like, talk about that, is, like, he hits this turnip, and and then he would grab ledge. And what Derek likes to do is if you do neutral get up,
Like against Sheik.
kinda, yeah. But you could just CC the first hit, or CC his up B and then down smash, and he can't actually space around it. The only problem is his up B Sakurai angles, which is basically some super bullshit. But at this percent, you'd have to ASDI down the up B until about 15. Meaning you would do neutral get up and you down smash before he's there, so that you're like ASDIing down, and then when he hits you, you down smash again. That's something Derek likes to do a lot. It doesn't really always work or always kill Marth, but it always will like hit him, and it does a lot of damage. And like if you're building damage effectively in this matchup, you're just gonna win because Marth has to hit you so many times to kill you, and you don't have to hit him that many times. Like if you get him to high percent like this, he's just gonna die at the next like random hit. Okay, or that. You don't really want to be like Z-dropping your turnips either, because you actually just want them so badly that like you're kind of wasting a turnip here. Like here I would have loved to see a wave dash back turnip, because he hits you and he's clearly not going to overextend. At least to me, he's clearly not. Like he missed this down tilt, you could have like raised a hit. I don't know. Oh my god. But like you just can't really play these ranges. It just feels so bad as Peach. You just need a turnip. And like this dash attack, I think should honestly just be replaced by float in air, because he doesn't have very much space, so he's pretty much always just gonna like shield or do something like hella defensive. This counter was kind of smart, low key.
That's Bryce for you.
Yeah, but like if you did, imagine this is a float in air instead of a dash attack, like a ground float in air. If he shields, you can play a shield mix up, right? Where if he rolls this way, he's basically not even rolling. And if he rolls this way, it's really obvious. And like, if it hits him, he flies off stage, you know? And if he jumps, you can like land and you're not going to get whiff punished. So like, float in air not having end lag is just really good against Marth. You could have even done like float fair maybe, but fair is reactable, so it's like a little bit weirder. I think replacing like this dash attack with an air would feel really good. Nice. Turn up. You should be throwing those up.
Yeah.
Just so that, you know, if it's a stitch, you catch it, whatever. It might even be faster, I'm not actually sure. Yeah, see, look, so every time you're like in the corner, if you pull a turnip, I swear, if they actually do a forward smash that can hit you here, right? Then it enables your dash attack to be better. Because if he's running further without a hitbox out, and like he's more susceptible to getting attacked out of the corner. It's like almost all Marths will do this forward smash, where it doesn't actually get all the way into the corner. And like, what Derek might do here is he might not even throw the turnip. He might just go for a float in air and then throw the turnip. You know? Or like go for like nair, nair, nair. You know? Nice. And then you jumped and you got hit. So like every time you're having a turnip, like it just feels so good. And then you just approach and like you need to stick to the game plan more, you know?
Yeah, that fair was an attempt to catch a turnip, I'm almost certain.
Yeah, but even then, don't catch the turnips. Just stick to the game plan. We're gonna watch Derek versus AP. We're actually just gonna watch it, and then you're gonna see how much he just sits there and pulls turnips.
Yeah.
Seem cover. Yeah, it's blackjack. Question. I don't fucking know.
Alright.
Probably out doing some bastard shit. They have.
So like he pulls turnip in the corner, and then he's defensive. I guess he catches the turnip there, but it's so like structured, if that makes sense. Like he pulls the turnip, and then AP wave dashes in. This is the mix-up I talked about, right? Is he throws the turnip and it hits AP's shield, and then he literally wave dashes in, just like I said, and Derek pulled another turnip, so he got hit. But he actually lost another mix-up, because AP didn't have enough time to hit him for sure, and AP read the wave dash back. and like Derek gets grabbed, and it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter.
Is there a reason AP picked this stage instead of Yoshi's?
I don't know. I think the stage is good. FD is good. Yoshi's is good. Yoshi's is scary because fighting Peach at close range can be like.
Was that a turnip back throw for ledge grab?
Oh shit! I just skipped like hella away. Yeah, it was. That can be really good. It's like pretty fast. We're just gonna watch FD because FD is the most. We just watched FD and you. I don't think. I assume you struggle in FD in this matchup, right?
I like it.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of Peaches really don't like it, and it's just because they don't use turnips enough. Like, wave dash back turnip is your friend. Look at Derek. He's just throwing them. He's literally sitting in the corner throwing turnips. Like, see how many turnips he's throwing?
Yeah.
That's actually can be good too. I said don't use aerial turnips, but doing a throw like this where you short hop and you throw it and then you float after can be really good. To like start shield pressure or to like whatever. And even though Derek says this is good, I don't really believe him.
The double nair that he did.
Just being in the air is like pretty scary. Like it can hit because it's kind of hard for Marth to like deal with it. But what Marth can do is he can shield stop nair or just do what AP did. It's kind of like an execution test on the Marth, which I think is bad.
Watching Derek go for down tilt there was validating. What did he, wait? What hit there? Is that
His
dash
nair.
attack? Damn.
Yeah, he's see how much like ground float nair he's doing as well, and he's also just literally sitting on the ground and spamming turnips. Like when I watch you play, you're too scared to pull the turnips, it seems, or like you just don't want to. But Derek literally doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to sit there and pull turnips all day. If Marth's not contesting him, he's just pulling turnips the whole time. He'll do it for 8 minutes if Marth doesn't approach. And then eventually he gets a stitch.
And then it gets a stitch.
And then Marth starts like, he pulled 4 stitches, I don't know what to do. But there's a reason. It's a 1 in 60, and if he pulls like 500 fucking turnips in a set, he's gonna get some stitches, you know?
It's like, yeah.
Or if you pull 50, you're like probably gonna get
almost
a stitch.
10 of them.
Yeah. And like each game, he's pulling like a lot of turnips, and like you're gonna get
There it
stitches.
is,
It's like
yeah.
inevitable. And every stitch is so good, because Marth.
And now AP's a little, he's in his head.
Yeah, because he can't really shield turnip. You can't shield turnips anymore because you'll literally get your shield broken if you shield the stitch. You can't get hit because it's just 35% and it kills you. Like stitches are just so absurd. You have to avoid them, and it's really hard for Marth to avoid them. He's like the worst character doing it. And look, he gets grabbed, and it basically doesn't matter. You can kind of just accept getting grabbed, because yes, they might kill you for it sometimes, but getting hit by forward air is going to kill you like pretty often. You know? So you'd way rather get grabbed than get hit by like anything else Marth does. And every time you attack, it should be like very.
Oh, interesting.
This is guaranteed. I'll kind of explain this. It's really kind of advanced, but what you can do is he's Marth killering. If AP goes ledge, he'll fall like. If AP went to ledge here, Derek would just Marth killer and just like fast fall. But since Derek knows he would go on stage, he lets go of the angle on his shield, and so he doesn't fall off the stage. And then he just up smashes it. Give me 1 sec, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Good.
And was there like no, I was like that's where the meme comes from. She goes,
Yeah, like, this is fine. Like, you're getting edge guarded, but you're not getting killed. And, like, Marth literally, like, Peach is 140. Think about how much damage he has to do to, like, take a stock without getting, like, a down air or a tipper. Right? He just needs to get either a down air or a tipper, or he can't end stocks. Like, even that back air doesn't kill at 150. And he has a mix-up here. I bet he lives. And I bet he dies. But, still, like, making Marth do that much work is just, like, really hard for him.
someone said, oh,
Whereas like you really don't have to be doing all that. Like you can just keep pulling turnips. And every time they're at like a distance, AP has the like, oh my god, he's gonna pull a turnip. So that's why AP's playing so like aggressively. Derek makes the Marth chase him very well, right? Because like even though you're slower and have less range, Marth has to chase you because turnips are such a threat.
But he went to Lincoln High School. And if you go to Lincoln, or at least it used to, I don't know what it looks like now, but there used to be a big mural of like every.
Derek is losing a lot of mix-ups here, I will not lie, but I think his matchup game plan is just so like sturdy that it's like he has to just lose the mix-ups so bad. Like AP's honestly outplaying him a lot this game, and I think AP still loses this game.
It's just from this Wednesday.
Yeah. Like Derek is getting outplayed and still just like winning. I guess he's losing, but he wins this game. Like Peach is a character that doesn't really need to like.
Did he just not have his float there?
Yeah, he just fucked up. Didn't have his float. Doing this can be all right. Because Derek's just doing stuff that does not get him reversaled, if that makes sense, right? Like, he's playing safe. If Marth recovers, he recovers. But, like, if he can catch him, he's going to try and catch him. Like, oh, we caught him. And, like, even if Marth just recovered, it would have been fine. They reset to neutral. Now they're at full screen. Derek has a turn. This is exactly what Derek wants.
Just throws it away.
So Derek tried to do the thing that I was talking about, where he whiff punishes the like 10-ish frames of like Marth's after his up B, where after the hitbox is out. He tried to do it by jumping over the first hitbox, and then like falling on Marth with fair after, but he missed it. It's gonna miss pretty often, I'll be honest, but
it's a tight window.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's always possible, but when it hits, Marth just dies at 0. You know, like if this fair hits Marth, he's just dead.
Yeah.
So like it's good going for, and if you miss it, you don't get reversal, which is the most important thing, right? There's like almost no risk to going for it, so you might as well go for it. And like random turnip hits. All right, now let's go into Uncle Punch, where I can show you some tech skill stuff that I think is important for the matchup. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do small slapdash stuff, small subfloat stuff. Do not get wrapped up in the whole like tech skill Peach stuff. I promise it's a waste of your time. It's not bad, but it's just not worth your time practicing. Getting really technical with Peach. Okay, so slapdash is this. Right? Where you can like land on the ground faster. Like, you can't understand what I'm doing.
But are you floating?
No, this is just double jump. And like, if I do it with Nair, it looks like this, right? Where I like miss the L cancel on the ground. But like, if you fair before you land, you just land normally. Before the hitbox comes out, right?
Okay, I think I get it.
So you just like using the downward momentum from the start of your double jump, like kind of like how you use it to like land on the platform like this. You use this, right? Like double jump lands.
I need to.
Yeah, these are really good versus spacies. You need this to combo properly. What else was there? This is a subfloat. See how I'm like lower than normal?
Yeah. How do I do that?
It's kind of hard. You have to. What I do is I hold down and I double press the jump button at a certain timing, so I get my jump out before I start floating. And then I hold it down. So like I press jump twice and I hold it the second time. And like you can use this to like edge guard, because like you go a little bit lower, so your fair hits lower when you do it, you know? And a hyperfloat is like this. Don't worry about the difference between subfloat and hyperfloat. It does not matter. I just call them all subfloats, because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is that you're lower. And when you subfloat, it's really easy to be like super plus on shield, because you're already so low to the ground that like, you know? But don't really worry about this. It's pretty hard, and it's not that important. And then for double jump, turn to shield. If you're shielding, you can like double jump land. And you can like throw it. Like even like backwards. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like, is it hard? I've never really thought about it, but But just using double jump land like this, you know? I'm really bad at it, I guess. But even good. You can also just like press A to throw it at a shield. I think it knocks down earlier. Can I test that? What, like 81? This is A press, doesn't knock down. I don't know, I feel like it sits further. Press doesn't knock down at 87. Sorry, this is kind of
Nice. Keep on.
Yeah, the C-stick throws down, it knocks down earlier. Because the C-stick one will knock down at 100. The back one might be even stronger, I actually don't know. Kind of looks like it is. I don't know. But using double jump land out of shield to throw your turnip can be good. Like, Derek will do that all the time. He'll have a turnip, he'll like dash back. And he'll either like crouch throw it like that, or he'll like shield and then he'll do it. You can also do double jump land dash attack at a shield sometimes, or double jump down smash. I'm kind of bad at it, but if you practice it, it's not that hard. Like Derek never misses it, and Derek is not a very like technical player.
Bread and butter.
Very bread and butter, very just like hit your nair, you know? Like look how far that sends Roy. And even if he almost attacks it, you can just nair him again. Like it's so good. It's like if hypothetically this was Marth in the corner, like what's he gonna do if you throw this turnip, you know? Like his options are so limited.
So for the throw behind,
Yeah.
if I'm like dashing back and then I want to throw it,
Yeah.
what's the fastest way to do that? Is because
Like
obviously I can't throw out of dash.
Yeah, so once you enter run, you can just crouch out a run and then throw back. And it'll be the really far throw because you're throwing it backward. And then for the fast fall to ledge.
Yes.
I'll try. I don't really even know how to like show this, but like, here, let's try to do that again. I'll make a save state.
I mean, there is also like the Wave Shine SDI.
I'm really bad at it, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to demonstrate it. Yeah, like there. Like, it's like, so important. And it's kind of hard. I could just send you the save state if you want.
So, I mean, there is the Wave Shine SDI like course in here that I was doing earlier. Level 13.
I
Is
think
it just
honestly
I
this-
hit?
No, I think this is the best way to practice it. It's probably just use literally this save state. Because the timing is actually tighter than I thought. I'm missing it a lot. In practice, I feel like I hit it pretty often, but... Here, I'll literally just send this to you. Export. Slot A, no device. Fuck. Okay, well... Just practice it on like this. Like, you saw how I made this? Do you know how to use the like...
I've done it like once and I wasn't very good at it. But this thing's just basically the same.
Yeah, if you can just practice it. Do you have questions about it, or do you just want to like... Like, let me turn on my, Like, I'm literally just pressing down, like, once. You just have to time it really precisely. And it changes your whole life. Because, like, look how fast you can, like, hit Fox after. Fuck. Like, you can, like, do shit like that. I don't know. It's super good. Because if you don't get, like... If you miss it, you're gonna just die so often. Like, I promise it's such a game changer. Because camping in the corner is really good in this matchup. So like, if you don't die to shine, shit just becomes really fucked up, basically. Like, if you mash down, like, you might even just get it, I don't know. Like, there's a buffer, so if you just mash it, you're gonna get it pretty often. But yeah, do you have any questions? Did you take notes?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing is just practicing some of like the tech around the turnip throws.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And pulling way more turnips.
and yeah, and just pulling way more turnips.
Way more.
So yeah, I think I am going to go try and implement it if Bryce is still down to play.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. All right. Thanks for.
All right. Thank you for the lesson.
Yeah, of course.
I'll shoot that that Venmo your way.
Yeah, I'll try to get uploaded. I have a bunch of them I need to upload, but.
Sounds good. All right.
Peace out.
Talk to you later.
Peace.
Bye.